Over the next few minutes, I'm going to make some suggestions as to how to import or load data in the graphing calculator of Desmos. So the data is usually in a format of Excel or a CSV file. So remember that if you don't have a local install, you can use the browser-based form of Office 365 by visiting this URL. Then you'll log in with your ETSU credentials. Also, full disclosure, I'm doing this demo with MacBook Air and Apple computer. Things should look very similar if you're using a PC running on Windows. There may be a little bit of sensitivity to the browser. What you're seeing on the screen is something that is by using Google Chrome. I'm going to also do a demo using Firefox, two different browsers. So this is a data file that someone shared with me. I'm going to select the two columns I want to plot in Desmos are time step, the time step, and the count or measurement for the influenza-like illness. So instead of selecting the entire data set, I'm going to select just a subset of those two columns. And I'll go to here, this tag for copy. So in the page desmos.com, I'll choose graphing calculator. There's something I had indicated before about creating an item, but I'm just gonna go ahead, and the default gives me one little rectangle there, a box. The cursor there is ready. So with my keyboard, because I'm using a Mac, I can do Command V. If I were, it's very standard to use Control V for pasting, but here, if you have a PC, you may need to do Control V for pasting. Okay, and so that created automatically a table with the time steps on the first column, which is called here X1, and the influenza-like illness measurements in the second column, which is called Y1. So let me do something similar. Okay, let me go back to the data file, and now I'm going to select a much larger, almost entire data set. Maybe not entire data set, but maybe at least 3 years. So I'm using here Desmos with another browser. This is Firefox. So desmos.com, and then I choose from Math Tools, Graphing Calculator, and I'm going to do the same I did before. With my keyboard, I do the functions for pasting the data, which in my case is Command V. In your case, it may be Control V. Okay, and so once I paste the data that I copied from Office 365, from Excel, Office 365, then I automatically create this table, and then Desmos gives me this. This is a graph or a plot for this subset of data. Ultimately, you'd like to select the entire data set.